Alrighty, today's video is going to be a little bit of a breakdown or dissection of the podcast Blockcrunch. It's going to be episode, let's see here, 216. Is there still a future for Web3 games with Gabby Duzone? Gabby is the co-founder of Yield Guild Games. He's the co-founder, and he basically talks about the future of Web3 gaming, what makes Web3 games fun, all the mechanics of the science of fun, basically. He's very bullish about the overall state of Web3 gaming. He definitely lists specific projects that he's interested in, mainly Gabe Ladon's Limit Break, Block Lords, and Civitas. Definitely have all the links in the description for that one. Basically, the overall thesis was definitely bullish. He talks about a lot of different things, like who is building these games. They actually talked about how it's actually a lot of older people. It's not this 19-year-old college dropout whiz kid that is just making these crazy billion-dollar moves and building these great games. The common age is actually 40-year-olds, I believe. One main thing that I really resonated with was how he was talking about who is building these games, and a lot of these people are actually people that have been in the gaming industry for a long time. You know, they have these investors coming in, and they say that they're good with code or building a community, but they don't really know what it takes to build a game. So that is interesting how he breaks that down. Let's see here. Another project that he mentions is actually Stardust. He talks about lots of different ways to build economies within economies. Another project he mentions is the Capital DAO. He talks about how they have expertise in specific areas. Going back to what I was saying earlier with the investors, they might have experience in smart contracts and community building, but it doesn't translate into a good game. And I forget what game it was, but there was a game that actually had one of the creators of an old MMO that was attached to the project, and he was saying how he was bullish on that person and that project. But basically, there's a lot of moves going on in the Web3 gaming. A16 just recently launched a $600 investment fund for the gaming ecosystem. The Gabe Ladon game, the Limit Break, that was $200 million, I believe, which is insane. But yeah, a lot of money coming into these things, but doesn't mean that the game's going to be great. And that's something they did discuss, was investing in these things. He was talking about how Axie, he actually enjoyed the gameplay of Axie. He wasn't just doing it for money. They talked about the philosophy of flexing, so spending real money on these games via like CS:GO skins and stuff like that. Fortnite as well, they did mention. Let's see. Yeah, and I quote almost here to the point, super hard to bet on games. It's so subjective, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess that's crypto in a nutshell. It's super hard to bet on anything these days, especially in a or a bear market, rather. But yeah, no, definitely will link the projects in the description. Definitely want to check some of these things out. This is not financial advice. And yeah, good luck.